I only think it's fair for some of y'all to know my Cardfight Vanguard history. What's going on, students? It's Devlin Cassidy, aka The Scholar, and today it's just a little bit of a story time, to kind of connect one on one as close as we can because you're at a computer or a phone and I'm in this weird box talking to you. But I really just want to connect with you guys and just kind of talk from the heart from today's video on truly this game that we all love and enjoy and have our grievances about, and we just still love at the end of the day. I started playing Vanguard at its inception, I guess, back in 2012 when my cousin, who had me in trading card games such as Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon, kind of got me interested, and he handed me a pile of commons and said, "Pick your favorite arts." And that's how I learned how to play Vanguard. It was the most extreme fight deck of all time because I'm pretty sure it had at least like 20, like just a bunch of clans in there. I remember it was like Tachi was like the Savage Healer, was the girl and stuff and everything. Yeah, just fond memories and really great to look back on. But I kind of just played the game off and on. I never owned a Vanguard deck until like late G era, where I actually started kind of getting into the game a bit. But then I fell back out just because I was in Boy Scouts, playing Magic the Gathering, which is a game I still enjoy, but I mostly just play Commander now. I still truly believe like Vanguard is my mainstay game, but I really just enjoy the community that this game has brought. I will say that 2019 is when I started getting more into Vanguard. I picked up Ezel because I wanted to play Premium again. I just got out of playing Modern Death and Taxes and just wanted to spice things up and go back to a game that I wanted to enjoy with a small group of people I played with down south in Florida, being from Kentucky. And I decided to pick up Golds. And so I picked up Ezel. I played Ezel for a little bit, and it was a really fun deck. I loved the Superior Eyed aspect and just being able to go Spear Cross. Was inspired by Solemn Vanguard, grinding for Worlds with it between France and Rome. And just overall, I thought the deck was fun, and it was a good experience for me to get back in the game and enjoy players. That's why I really began to connect with people from Cincinnati up here. One of my good friends, TJ, of course, being the mega colony guy he is, definitely helped my connections grow a little bit. But it's not until I went down in December 2019 to my first ever Vanguard regional, and that is where I met arguably one of like the whole best group of people on the planet. Shout out to the entire Florida community and for all the Georgia folks that come down. You guys have truly made this entire game very special. Though in September, just doing a little bit of backtracking, is when I actually picked up Great Nature from a homie, and I'm going to shout him out. Levi Donaldson sold me the Great Nature Isabel list that Solemn had on his channel. I bought the deck from him, I played it, and I absolutely fell in love. I love Great Nature. It was the deck that sold me. It was that exact list that sold me on playing this clan, and boy, I have really enjoyed my time with this clan, so much so that it became my main. I love drawing cards, I love animals, and just, this whole entire atmosphere of playing this card game that, it has hand advantage, it has combos, it does kind of just everything I would like to do in a TCG. And the fact it just has a really cool aesthetic, just with the animals and the whole school thing, was just really perfect for me as getting ready to finish up high school going into college. And I think the really big part of that, too, was I played my first ever regional down there, and I got top 8, which really showed me that I can be good at this game if I really put my head to it, and I just have loved grinding ever since. I met so many amazing people down there, and GBG eventually turned into KSC, and all those guys have been absolutely fantastic. All of them like family, between, Richard, James, Andrew, Joens, Peter, Marshall, the list goes on and on. Kalen, David, my cousin Zach. There's just too many people to list off. Eric, Zoran, another Great Nature pal of mine. It's just been absolutely so good to grow with you guys. And I feel terrible I'm far away, but you guys definitely for sure were the reason I grinded. And then, 2020 was the weird year that I didn't really get to play much Vanguard just because given the whole lockdown and the whole COVID thing. We got like our Springfest online stuff, but it was still kind of weird. So we finish up that kind of season. And yeah, we move into 2021, and that was kind of the odd point of where, I guess. And we started playing a little more again. We still had like our lockdown and stuff and other things going on, but I really wanted there to be an experience for me, and so I kept going down to the KSC GPG regionals that were happening down there, and just being able to continue to play. Got to commentate, played Hari, bubbled out of that tournament actually. So I almost went like back to back out of the two times I went. But I continue to stay in contact with those guys, and those guys we just really developed a connection over our shared memories at that time. Kind of being the little brother for a lot of people. And then I ended up in 2022 going to my first ever Bushi Road event. I ended up playing Mega Colony because I thought Order Colony was good. I did terrible with the deck, but it was just good, so something different. I actually ended up playing with new people from Team Eclipse, the Nick Larson and good old Anderson Williams. And wow, like those guys were great to play alongside with. We did really well in standard. We kind of scrubbed out in premium, but it is what it is. We enjoyed our time for sure, and I just loved meeting more people. That Springfest is where I met Noman and Crow, and those connections have been great. Noman is a fantastic guy to ask questions for and everything. He is a true homie, trying to look out for everyone in this community. I'm so appreciative of Noman. And all the work that he's given me. But don't worry, everyone's going to be getting their shout outs. But that's where I met Noman, and me and him have kept in touch. Really want to see the homie again. Shout out you, bro. But then it's also where I met Crow, and that kind of started a little bit of a thing where I guess I was put on his radar. I ended up going to the Golden Phoenix Games right before I went into college. That was right when Premium Collection 2022 came out. And, we were able to play some really cool Vanguard. Order Colony was crazy. Everybody was like, that was crazy, that format. And just being able to play with those strides for like that one window where it was released but the ban list wasn't into effect was wild. And yeah, I played Mag that weekend for standard. It was a bunch of fun. I did really well there. I think I got like top 32 or something like that. And then I ended up turning around and getting... I did scrub out a premium because I played Belly. I should have played something else, but I just wanted to play Big Billy, have some fun. Scrubbed out, so I just dropped and started just playing with some friends and things like that. But overall, like that event was awesome. Met more people like Logan Johnson, who got added to Team Eclipse and everything. I'm really thankful for all the player base and the network I have. Just that whole entire just being able to continue to grind and go. And really after that event is when I started taking Vanguard really seriously. I came back and I started my YouTube channel kind of up again. I did like a quick little bit of things, but I just really didn't know the direction I really wanted to take my channel or have any branding or have anything like that. But I did it, and I did it for a little bit. And so I was just grinding, making content, really testing like all three formats and just trying to find my groove inside Vanguard. And in December 2023, Crow texted me and said, "Hey, I'm building a team. Would you like to fill out the roster at the time?" And for the first time ever, just putting in the years, like from 2019 and now, kind of being seen as a solid player who really tries to just put in the work and does a bunch of stuff for everybody in this community. I felt like appreciated, and I was really excited for this new chapter. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to wave the banner at this Springfest this year, which I'm kind of bummed about. But hey, it is what it is. Things happen. I was really proud of the fact that I was able to get like top 32 BRO. I thought that was great because I really put in the time for the Leopold matchup. Didn't lose to anything really meta. And so just kind of having that as my first starting go under a team is great. And I really do love all of my teammates. I think we have pretty good discussions in our group chat and everything like that. So you guys rock. Shout out Crow's Nest. Just go. It's like we're trying to get put on the map. I know we're kind of the babies now, but I mean, I love just being a flagship for that whole group of guys, and we're just trying to rock and play good Vanguard, man. I mean, there's just too many people. I mean, like Micah and Brian and all you guys, like just. I just feel like I really have like a network now, and Vanguard has brought me really close to people that I wouldn't have gotten close to in my lifetime or necessarily like have even met. I just felt like for the first time I didn't get this sense of community in any sort of TCG until I actually started just getting into Vanguard. I have great connections kind of a little bit around the country. Definitely heavily though in the Georgia, Florida area. Those guys are like family to me, man. I'd do anything for them because I know they do anything for me in return. And just the guidance, man. I'm just really thankful. Although I will give some shout outs though during my time because I think that these few guys have really given me some great advice and helped me really grow as a player. First off, I got to thank again is Crow. Crow took a chance on me. I don't have the greatest roster on the planet or the greatest background, but the fact that I'm able just to continue to grow as a player, get better, continue the grind and everything has been amazing. And I feel like now that even though people say they believe in me, I've really been given a shot, and I just can't wait to continue to prove myself in every event that I can go to, just being limited between college and stuff. But I'm really thankful that Crow did, and without him, I really wouldn't be doing content. Without him, I really wouldn't be becoming a better player. So again, thank you, Crow, for all of your stuff. Next is Richard. Richard is the owner and CEO of Kingslayer Cards. That between the store and the team, I don't know. It's really cool that the whole roster filled out. I'm really proud of Richard and the business he's built. He's just done some absolutely amazing things for this community. I really truly think that they are one of the best stores, and the fact that I'm able to work with them and we have a strong partnership, I think going forward we have a lot to run with each other, and that KSC has a very, very bright future with its team and its leadership, and the fact that it just feels such like a family when you go to their events and other things. The next shout out is to Zach. Zach, you drug me into this game so many years ago, and I couldn't really ever escape. There's just a joy to this game of just having all these different aesthetics and just catering toward play styles you like that you really don't find in any other card game. And so I'm really thankful that you introduced it to me, and I can't ever remember the feeling of just finally beating you. I mean, I'd always lose to you in my first like 8, 6, 7 years of playing this game, but the fact that I've been able to get some off you now, and that now we have like really tight games because I really understand everything that's been going on now for the past 3 years, and I really understand like meta and deck building and everything. I feel just like without your introduction to this realm of life with TCGs and all the nerd stuff that we all do, I really want to be the person I am today. And so I just really appreciate all the stuff that you've done for me and that we've done for each other, because we're just tight, man, and that's true family right there. So I'm really appreciative of you, Zach, and I hope that you're doing well. The next one is I'll group these two hooligans together, is TJ and Marshall. You guys are some of my best friends, and Izzy too, Kaylin, like the whole Jacksonville community. You guys are fantastic. Like, you guys treat me like a little brother. You guys are always excited to see me when I come down. It's really cool. It's neat. Just because like TJ moved up here to Cincinnati, that's where I first met him. But the fact that I was able to sit down at my first regional down in Florida, and Marshall was like, "Oh, so you're the one that TJ told me about." It's just really funny. I was like, "Huh, you know TJ?" And he was like, "Yeah." So, I mean, just that whole web of people. Like Kaylin again is a great playtesting partner and thought bounce idea offer when it comes to Great Nature. Like you, bro, grind. I'm so proud that you went to Worlds and played your favorite deck, and you got to Worlds with your favorite clan. Like, there's just nothing like it, man. So I'm glad that we have a good friendship. And then David's a Nova King, so he just goes out there and grinds. Marshall kind of is a chameleon and plays whatever, but he is the king of spikes. I haven't seen a guy play that deck better than him. So he's just a phenomenal player, and he's a big brother to me. Definitely mentors me, and we definitely talk trash, but we also bounce good ideas off each other. And then TJ, man, like everything from life stuff to here, you're a great mentor and a guide, and I'm glad that I have a big brother, little brother relationship with you too, man. Like, I just can't wait to go down and see all the guys. And then Izzy, bro, we connected so much over the last KSC event, man. Like, I'm so glad that I got to spend time with you. You're an amazing friend, and I can't wait to see you again, bro. Like, DI King got me back into playing Dark Irregulars, and now I grind that deck for you, bro. Like, that's straight up, that's how it is. Next is all of the guys from House Vanguard. Where do I even start? Andrew, you just got signed to Triple Sleeve when I first met you, and I was like, oh, he's on a team. He's like really good. I was nervous, and you told me from out the jump, just always play with confidence. Like, I barely knew you, and you barely knew me, and you were already giving me advice to become a better player, and I just really respect that about you. You're a fantastic player. You went to Worlds, like you're proving yourself time and time again of why you're one of the best players in the entire states and arguably the world. Like you're the Luard grinder and everything, man. And I'm just so proud of watching you just flourish and like become more of this staple guy for the community in terms of going and winning events, because there's just no one like you. You're very special and niche to the Florida area and the community, and you're definitely one of the staple guys. So just thank you for taking me under your wing so early, and I'm really glad and appreciative of our friendship. Next is Alex Pereira, one of the new KSC members, and he just goes crazy. He's a great playtesting partner and stuff, and I always love seeing all the wacky ideas for Messiah and Link Joker, and just again all these guys that are similar to my field of study at school. Like we can just talk about so much in life. So you guys again are great. Nick, Grand Blue King, he just is the vibe and the country man. So you're a good dude, man, and I miss you. And the same with Anthony, is all about the vibes and Dimension Police. So you can't go wrong there. You guys are fantastic. I can't be just so much more appreciative. Joens, I'm sorry I just kept whacking you with the over trigger, and I know we're never going to let this go, but for those that don't know, in that 2021 KSC, I was playing against him on stream, and I double OT'd him, and I offensively over triggered him in game 1 to push him to 5 before he got to 3. And then I defensively checked over trigger to shut down his super offensive turn so he couldn't farm again on like OG Highlander with no reindeer. And so the joke is that because Joens pulled out his burger like mid-match and just started eating it and just let me do my hairy combos before I went into battle phase, he just was chowing and drinking water. So I love you, Jones, man. Thankfully KSC plays no OTs anymore, so we're gonna get a real game in soon, man. But just thank you again. We always have good games, talk about crazy list ideas, because Joens is truly a phenomenal deck builder and good planner. So shout out to you, bro. I know you've been getting back into grinding Vanguard, but all the other games you've been playing, man, you're just a really good game player, and I'm glad to see how you're flourishing in life. Who else? I don't think I'm missing anyone from down south, am I? Those are the main shout outs. I mean, again, there's plenty of people that I could talk about all day long. Like, oh, well, hold on, I forgot one. Hard Ali, man. Bro is arguably the funniest guy I've met when it comes to Vanguard, because he just does these rants and like the raging with the Messiah stuff. KSC needs more of that content, man. Get my boy Ali back in. But yeah, I mean, Ali's great. He's just a cool dude, man. He's playing Link Joker, bless up. And yeah, like all the KSC, like James and Peter, like you guys are awesome. James, man, like we always trying to vibe and do stuff, man, and it's always good to see you. And then Peter, you're a solid judge, man. I'm so thankful that I can always just shoot you a message and I can grab a ruling or whatever. Just you guys are hands down, just you guys make KSC awesome as well. And yeah, and then just like, the last couple shots around here is just like, like all the whole monster crew, like Jared, Bronson, Alex, like Adam, like all of you guys are just Jacob. I'm just glad that I'm able to come home and have people to play with, and just even though it's standard or whatever, I don't care. It's Vanguard, and it's another community aspect that I'm very, very happy for. So I'm just thankful that you guys give me a place to play, and it feels like home again, and I hope we get closer as time moves on, but I'm really always excited to come home and play good events with you, because I know always our games will be close. But yeah, that's just kind of, my whole entire community and verb. I wanted to speak from the heart on this one. I know it's not really scripted, and if you guys have made it to the end with me, thank you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I have so much more stuff coming out, guys. There's just so much content to be made, and I'm probably going to be in my internship for the summer when you guys see this. But make sure that while I'm away, you are getting your cardboard still. So please go shop with Kingslayer Cards. Use the promo code Scholar and save 5% when you check out on all sealed product and pre-orders. I'm so appreciative of the time you guys give me. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful rest of your week. I love you all, and take care.